All right, we'll go ahead and start our group chat, our group conversation, and I'll go ahead and go first with the first question, if that's all right. So I'm going to choose one, and I'm going to choose what is your biggest fear? I think that's a really good question, and we're all adults, so I think by now we know that we will all and everyone will have some type of fear. So
Mhm.
I'll go first, okay? If I'm very, very honest, I'm gonna be try to be very honest. Um, I was not very smart in school growing up. I always struggled. And so when I started going back to college about, I don't know, 3, 4 years ago, I thought, I don't know why I'm even starting this. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do good. I've been out of school for so long. So that little fear has always been with me, always. All my childhood going into, school and then now college. So I've always had that little fear, and so I want to prove to myself, as well as my husband and my children, that that I've got this. With God's help, I'm gonna accomplish this goal. So, anyways, if I'm very honest, that's one of my biggest fears. And a silly one that I have a complete phobia and fear of a little creature. Um, Named a rat. I hate those animals. I hate them. I can't. Anyway, so I just opened up completely. Those are my two biggest fears.
Ooh, don't feel bad.
Who wants to go next?
Okay.
What's your biggest fear, Olivia?
Okay. My biggest fear is failure. Sort of the same as you. It's been years since I've been in school, and when I was in school, there were certain things that I strived very good at, and other things where I don't even know how I got through it.
Mm-hmm.
But with my son, who is 19 and he's in his second year of college, um, when
Wow.
we I started the same time he did. So when he graduated that summer that he graduated, I started, and I was like, "Well, what is this? And what are they talking about? And how do I do this outline?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, what is a spreadsheet?" And I was like, "Oh." And he came and he did 1, 2, 3, and I was like, "Really?"
Yeah.
So um, I was like, "Oh my God, how do I not look dumb in front of him?" So that is my biggest fear. And then actually walking into the classroom and me being the oldest there,
Yeah.
and everybody talking, everybody everybody talking, everybody talking about things and able to answer so quick, and I'm over here still thinking, and I'm wondering, and I'm like, okay, I'll ask the teacher later. So I mean that failure is a big thing. I'm kind of OCD, so failure is not an option. Um, and like you, there's a critter that I just if I see it, I will freak out. I will scream to the top of my lungs. They're water bugs. I mean, I will duck, hide, and everything else. I'll run out across the street. Yeah,
Oh man.
especially when they come flying at you. That's no joke. Okay, what about you?
Okay.
What's your biggest
Mine,
fear?
it, kind of stole my thunder, but it's the same as yours. Failure. Starting, just like you, I'm an older student. It was over, it is over 20 years since I graduated high school until I went back to school now. So I am, when on campus classes, I am always the oldest person there. You know, and just changing fields after being in management for so long and going to a medical field. Um, just all that time and effort that I spent, sacrifice, for